Hello, and happy midweek Wednesday to all of my Cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Cancers. Hopefully, you had a great weekend and you are setting those intentions every single day. If you watched the Motivational Monday reading, I gave you a lot of I am affirmations to help you to get your root from your root all the way up to your crown chakra in alignment. So you are the energy that you are trying to attract or that you desire to attract. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, please do. Please go do that. I see expansion all around you. This card is like jumping out, letting somebody know it's celebration time. It's time to not look back at the past. It's time for you to only move forward, get away from things that mentally, emotionally drain you. Get away from energies. What this card right here is saying in a nutshell is to get away from energies that cause you to have digestive issues, that cause you to, that people who cannot control their emotions. People who cause you to be timid or chronic fatigue, people who are draining like narcissists. Get away from those energies and get out here and get in your element around water. Like get around water, go on a vacation, go somewhere, anything that causes any kind of low self-esteem. Sources like get as far away from those energies as possible. So I know a lot of you all are going to be planning trips and vacations, even if it's to your local beach. Here we have the high priest. We also have the Four of Wands. We also have the Four of Swords. We also have the Seven of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and also the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So it looks like somebody from your past may have cheated, or like you felt kind of left out. You didn't feel like you were a part, like you felt left out in the cold when it came to something. And so now other people are starting to feel the same way about you. But it's because they're starting to feel like they're left out of your life. They looking at you going on trips, and you're not stressed out and all of this other stuff. For you feel like a huge weight has been lifted. Some of you all may be in relationships, but if you're not in if you're not in an exuberant relationship, and you're single and you don't desire to be in a relationship, you give off the energy that I'm whole and complete without someone. Not to say that you wouldn't feel like that if you had someone, but you know what I mean, Cancers. The energy that you're giving off is that I feel so good about life that it would make somebody feel like they're left out of something because you're just enjoying life just that much. But it's because you worked very hard. We have the Ace and Seven of Pentacles. You worked very, very hard to create the life that you know that you deserve. You take time out to get near water when you need to just kind of sort of relax and chill and just recharge if you need to do that and reset. And so that's why it gives the impression to people. It's not even really the impression. You are living your best life, Cancer. You're living your absolute best life. And on top of that, Source is saying continue getting your rest. Somebody is definitely creating a life. Like I said before, you're seeing things from you have an innate spiritual sense of things, right? A spiritual understanding of things that, hey, the things that you used to feel like you were left out of, you like, you know what? That's because their key did not open up my vault. I found the key to open up my vault. And that's why some people who are still where you used to be, feels that way now. Like they feel left out of something. Like, how is it that Cancer found the key to opening up their vault and living their absolute best lives? They're operating in peace. It's because you don't have the conflicting energies in your lives. You are learning how to attract the very things that you want, and you're also creating very firm boundaries to repel the things that are not best for you, because you're saying the I am affirmations. So you know exactly when it's the opposite of that coming your way. You're like, I don't even attract that energy. I'm not on that frequency. So for some of you all who do want new and exuberant love coming across your path, it is coming your way. And like I said before, somebody is definitely celebrating something. Your heart is clear now. Here we have the Eight of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, again, the Ace of Cups, and also the Nine of Swords. So it's with somebody was a nightmare in your life. They were a complete nightmare in your life, just like you were a person that was running away from Freddy Krueger in your life. And so that energy is, like I said, feels like they're left out of things now, but see, they still don't get it. It's like a person who has an obsession with you. You see things from a higher like I said, you have a higher spiritual understanding of things, a deeper spiritual understanding of things, and they are still looking at you as, I gotta stay connected to Cancer. You are, remember, you are the money sign and the mother sign, so they still see in you stability, vitality, loyalty, prosperity, patience, tenacity, and also career success. So they still see these things in you, even if they're telling people the polar opposite, because they are out of alignment. So, they are the ones that, like I said, have caused a lot of, stress and things in your life. And look at you. Double harvest here. Double harvest. That double harvest could mean you and your wife or your partner, and you and your partner, you and your husband or wife, you and your kids. That could be like the double harvest there that they feel like they're left out of, right? It can even be an ex-husband or ex-wife, and it could be you and your kids, or you and a sibling or somebody, but it's double harvest in your life. And somebody who at one point left you out of things, or you felt left out of things, because at the time you may have felt like that their key would open up your vault. Now that you've learned how to use the key to open up your own vault, or find the key to open up your own vault, and finding the key to open up your own vault, as much as you love them, everything was cloudy around you. Nothing was really clear until you found your purpose, Cancer. When you found your purpose, you say, okay, that's the key to opening up my vault. That is the key that I've been waiting for. That's what I've been looking for my whole life, is to find the key to open up my own vault. And so that's why somebody is now saying, okay, and you've worked very hard. And so now you know exactly what seeds to plant. And they're still trying to figure out what seeds to plant, because they're still they're looking at things with like the physical existence of things. So it always looks like somebody's celebrating like the grass is greener on the other side, until you realize, okay, they're not having my kind of party. See, for you, being near water as a water sign is your kind of party. I recharge, I reset. I'm out here getting all the elements. I'm loving life, whether you're at a beach, a lake, a pond, a stream, a river, body of water. Even if you're in your bathtub, you're like, whew. What's that commercial back in the day? Calgon, take me away. Somebody feels like, I'm in my, like a fish in water. Like, I just feel like, oh, this is my element here. I love it. Even when you're drinking water, or even washing your hands or washing dishes. Some of you all may not even put dishes in a dishwasher, because just the sound of water is just, all these creative ideas are coming through. So for you, a lot of you all are homebodies, so cleaning and just hearing water in the background is just fresh. I mean, it's like flushing all of the toxins out of your spirit. And so when I say soulmate energy in your life, soulmate energy will get that. Don't bring any toxicity to Cancer at all. And by the way, I'm talking to you if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, but really it's about protecting your water. See, the key to their vault would be, whatever element they're in. So if it's an earth sign, they need to recharge, in nature. They need to get rooted and grounded. For you, it's water, because you're a water sign. For air signs, they need the fresh air. They need to be around fresh air. That's not, they don't need to be around toxic things, because they'll overthink that. For fire signs, they need to be around people who motivate them, not people who are shady and low vibrational, because that will cause their flame to grow even hotter, like a forest fire instead of a warm bonfire, right? So you got to know what your element is, and that everybody has their own key to their own vault. And so for them, they are in this space where, they can't get any rest. They can't rest their mind. Like, this is you right here, and this is them now. They were a nightmare in your life where you couldn't rest, and now that they're no longer in your life, they're the ones that's having nightmares. They can't rest, because it's an obsession. I gotta get to, I gotta get to Cancer. I gotta be in their lives. I gotta stay connected in some way, shape, form, or fashion, because you having a ball in your vault. You planning trips, you going places, and even if you're not on a plane, you just drive into the local amusement park just to be around water park or whatever. But so Source is saying, so this fresh water right here, here's the Page of Cups. Source is saying this fresh water for you, feels good. But remember, the key to your vault, the key to everybody's vault is operating in your purpose. That's the key. That's the key. And so congratulations to you all for finding your purpose, operating in it, staying in your sunlight. That's your creative life force and your purpose, the reason why you're here on earth. And again, there's double legacy. So even for the people that are have the benefit of being in your universe, that's why it seems like y'all just having a party, like a disco ball is with lights is going on in your party, and they're looking from the outside like, I wish I could reach out to them. I wish I had their number. I wish I could contact them, because you found your key to your vault. So stay in your light. That's the whole purpose. Stay in your light so you can have your absolute best life here on earth, Cancer. Here we have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles again, the Knight of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Tower card, and also the Judgment card. So again, a lot of people who came into your life with ulterior motives, or guess what? They're going through karma. Things are in your favor. Things are in your favor. And so this Tower card represents energy. It represents assertion and action. So you're taking action, you're asserting yourself, you're staying in your light, and you're divinely protected in your light. It's like a person who is just like innocently just spinning around under the sunlight on the beach, and just, all kinds of chaos is going on around you. And guess what? You're divinely protected. It's like you just have this shield around you, because you're in your purpose, working for source. So guess what? 3 times. So there could be 3 major energies in your life that are having a tower moment right now. They may be going through their karma, because this is all they saw. They saw growth of money around you. And so the unfortunate thing is that the more and more people talk about, they know that you're stable, the more that they call you unstable, having a tower moment. They know that you're vital to their success, meaning that not that you have the key to opening up their vault door, but you can tell them when you're operating in your purpose, you can live your best life like I'm living mine. But they're telling everybody that you're not vital to their success. When the fact that you've been loyal to them, they're going to talk about the one time you said no. So now you're the most disloyal person in the world. Now that you're prosperous, they're going to tell you, oh yeah, you must have got it some kind of illegal way, or you must have done something strange for change or funny for money, when you're doing it the right way by working directly for source, using your gifts and talents. The fact that you're tenacious, they're going to tell you, oh, this person has, they're not determined. They just, that's why I didn't want to be around them. That kind of energy, but secretly wishing they can be around you. It's not clicking to them that your protection is in your light, Cancer. And so as long as you're staying in your light and away from that wilderness, then life is great for you. But you worked hard to get there. You worked very hard, so stay in that light. And so here we also have Judgment in your favor. So because you've broken generational chain cycles and curses, it's even a lot of your family members that have not found the key to their light. And this is not for the purpose of anybody's ego to get out of control. This is just be like, it feels so good in that sunlight. It just feels like I have removed all the stale energy off my life. Like when I did a video a couple of years ago about how to cleanse your crystals and gemstones under the sunlight. And I'm like, and I was telling everybody in the video, if that's what the sun does for gemstones and crystals, imagine what sunlight does for you and I, right? Just being out in that sunlight. So Source is saying to you, continue protecting your water, meaning protect your creativity, protect your joy, protect your fertility, your sexuality, your emotional range, your sensuality, your creativity. Source is saying protect your water, because if you let those toxins back into your water, guess what? And you got the Ace of Cups twice. Guess what? They will contaminate your water with their gossip, with they'll first come. You know how people call you, they want something from you, and they think that they are paying you, and by telling you somebody else's business. Oh, I just called to say hi, just tell you, did you know about such and such and such and such? But their whole mission, their whole reason, their whole motive for calling you is because they want something from you. But they can't just come through the front door, or come up straight, Front Street. They got to come around the back door or on a side door by bringing you some gossip. You're not interested in all of that, because you found your light. You're not even interested in the toxins, right? So you learn how to be your own knight in shining armor. You learn how to save yourself. So even if you decided to be in a romantic relationship because you're in such a good headspace, Cancer, or that's the direction that you're headed in such a good headspace, it's almost like, when you're going through a detox. some of the things that you used to eat and drink don't even taste the same anymore. Your palate has changed. It's like, you know what, you feel like you've been eating clean. So to even go back and get certain things that you would have eaten before, after your skin has cleared up, after you have released some of that waste, after you've done all of those things, to even go back to some of those things, it doesn't even taste the same anymore. For some of you all, if you detox from sugar, something that you used to have on a regular basis, it may take extra sweet to the point where you may instantly get sick to your stomach. And so for these energies that you've ascended higher from, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It's like, you know what, being around fresh water is so refreshing. I love being around certain people. That's what you're saying now. I love being around certain people because it's always good conversation. It's always positive. We're always talking about, we're on the same frequency, right? So that's what I'm seeing for you all. And so that's why some people feel left out. They feel like, okay, wow, Cancer is always in good spirits. Every time you turn around, they planning trips and going on vacation. Their money is looking good, and they're just in good spirits. But see, they don't understand the thing that everybody needs to learn from Cancer is that the energy of money is rooted in your relationships with people. And so that's why I always tell Cancers at a high frequency, you guys are sweethearts. You're highly intuitive. You're empathic. You all are human lie detectors. So even when people are coming to you with that, leaving a bitter taste in your water, you need to go ahead and say, nope, I need to turn off the water faucet, because there's too many people coming to your energy that is trying to exchange other fresh water to you that's going to continue your wealth growing, right? So you'll start to notice that your business is growing when certain people are around. They want to come back. They don't mind opening up their wallets to pay you, for things. You'll start to notice that. And that same energy will also attract people who are like, well, how come, Cancer's business is doing so well? Or how come Cancer always has people at Cancer's desk? Like, why do people always want to be around Cancer? How come people are tuned into Cancer's channel and so on and so forth? Because again, it's rooted in how you treat people, how you mother people, how you nurture people. And that's just by default because you're ruled by the moon. So like I said before, just keep your vibrations very, very high and keep the energies from around you that keep you in a state of confusion. They need to be in their element. They need to be in their element to recharge, to get to the life that you've gotten to, because you found the key. You found the key, and your key is water. So here we have the Six of Swords, the King of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, and also the Knight of Swords. So the King of Pentacles is the wealthiest card in the deck. It's the wealthiest card in the deck, and that's what Swords has for you. Not only are you working on you're at your vault door, but again, people are saying like, wow, Cancer's out here doing it right here. So we have the Six of Swords. So back then you sailed away. Back then could have been yesterday, last week, 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, because time is relative. You sailed away because you were so disappointed. It's like, wow, you know what? This is just disappointing. But when you got to dry ground, meaning that the emotions about the situation dried up, you went right back to just like, you know what, because you're a water sign. So your water is always flowing, right? You're literally in your element. You're like, my water, as far as they are concerned, are dried up. I see what, whoever they are, dried up. Whoever you left behind has dried up. I'm seeing victory in your cards. Like I said, you victoriously moved on from some things. You don't wish any harm on anybody, but you're like, nope, I've already moved on from the nightmare. There's no reason that I don't even, for some of you all, it's some of your exes, just been a complete nightmare in your lives. Ex-friends, ex-love interest, ex-whomever, ex-jobs, whatever. You've just said, I tried, but I know when to turn the water off. Here we have the Queen of Wands. And so I see somebody feeling happy, charismatic, and free. Like I said before, money coming in. I want to share something with you all, Cancer. Right before people come into a lot of money, however you come into the money, before you come into a lot of money, because you're an emotional sign, God will test you by your emotions. That could mean that family members start acting up. That could mean that friends that you've been had in your life have been starting to act up. All of that. God is saying, I'm trying to help you flush all of this out so that when the money comes across, because you're such a nurturer and you're the mother of the Zodiac sign, I don't want you to mother that energy. So let all of those people act up. Let them all of a sudden start starting fake arguments with you and spreading rumors, and you find out about what they're saying. Allow it to happen. Allow it to flow. Go along with the flow. When you hear it, God is saying to you, I'm trying to protect you. Turn the water faucet off, because with the amount of the amount of wealth that's come, this is material wealth. This is not just the king of finances, but this is also material wealth. However the money is coming in, God is like, they should have no access to it. None. Absolutely none. Here we have the 7 of Wands. Excuse me. So source is saying, sit down somewhere. You've already won a battle. It's time for you to clear your mind, like really clear your mind, and start creating, like the simulations in movies, like they have like people like the computer programs, right? That you create the life that you want. Like you create the life that you want. You create, the setting that you want. It's great to get a snapshot of like the life that that you deserve. You start looking at that, looking through that lens, through your meditative state, and start saying, those I am affirmations. I am the, like I said, stability, vitality, loyalty, prosperity, patience, tenacity, career success, joy, creativity, adaptability, sensuality, fertility, emotional range, sexuality, so on and so forth, that I desire to attract. Because again, you're calling those programs in, you're reprogramming your cells, right? And so you also reprogramming yourself not to give it too much thought. See, this night energy is about saving yourself, right? And so I'm saving myself from these nightmares by not replaying it over and over and over again, because those are not my triggers anymore. They're not my triggers anymore. I'm so excited about the programming that the program that I wrote for my own life, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the program that I created for my own life. So it wouldn't even make sense for me to go back to someone else's programming, somebody trying to pour their toxins into my water. You're not in a zombified state. I'm creating my own program. I am my own programmer of the life that I know that I deserve. So, like I said before, that's what's happening. All right, here we have the Hierophant card. We also have the 6 of Cups. We also have the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Cups. We also have the High Priestess, and also the 8 of Pentacles, right? So it could be a Taurus or 2 Taurians in your life that's going through it could be an Aries also going through something. It could be so it could be having a Tower. It could be 2 Taurians that's going through, or earth signs that could be really going through, because we see all of this earthy colors up here, where you have gotten their energy could have been rage, easily enraged, or like very bullying energy. They could have caused you low self-esteem or even chronic fatigue. They could have been narcissists. Whatever the energies were, it just made your life here on earth a nightmare. Speaking of earth, even if they're not an earth sign, they could have made your life here on earth a nightmare. So for you, you're like, absolutely not. And a lot of you all have high priest. This is the moon, right? A lot of you all have high priestess. Now you're starting to recognize how powerful your gifts are and how powerful the moon is in shining light on people's moods, emotions, subconscious habits. They are their feelings, what nurtures their soul. So you at a higher frequency, you even know what nurtures their soul. But because they've been so much of a nightmare to your life, you're like, God, I'm giving it all over to you. They're outside of my universe. So, I'll let somebody else help them. Here we have victory. Here we have the 6 of Wands coming out twice. So it's 2 situations in particular that, again, you have been victorious. You are victorious, and people are really having a tower moment, and this is right here in celebratory mode. Here we have the 3 of Cups. You're in celebratory mode. So source is saying to you, I've been sending a lot of information to you. Here we have the 8 of Pentacles. This is information. First, income is information. I've been sending you a lot of information about a lot of things. And so as that information is being downloaded, again, it's not for the purpose of any egos to come popping out. It's more or less to motivate you that you're headed in the right direction. You cried out. You're learning from your element. That's where your creativity, all those ideas and happiness comes from. Here we have the 6 of Cups. So source is saying to you, operate in a spirit of faith. Operate in a spirit of faith as you go forth in your life. Just continue operating in faith and just know you're making the right. It makes all the difference in the world when you've been around a bunch of negativity your whole life, and then you get around some positive people that are speaking the same, they're on the same frequency. So I was about to say speaking the same language, but they speak in the same frequency. They're speaking the same, they're on the same frequency as you. And you're like, wow, this feels good. It'll make you look at certain family members differently. It'll make you look at, what frequency was I on that I dated that person? Or what frequency was I on when I stayed on that job? Like, what frequency was I on? Did I have that many toxins in my water that I could not see? Like, what was going on? So congratulations in advance, Cancers. Congratulations in advance. And like I said, I'm talking to you if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart. We have 8 of spades, the 4 of clubs. We have the 2 of clubs. We have the 3 of clubs, the 3 of diamonds. We have the 8 of hearts. So source is saying to you, again, you are crystal clear about energies, the spirit of those energies. So now that you are clear about them not knowing what their purpose is and trying to use you to get through your vault door when they have the key to their own vault door, you're not as angry anymore. It's more or less like, I understand, I understand, and I overstand that why they feel like they need to be connected to certain people to open up a vault door when it wasn't meant for them to step through. And I can see the frustration, but everything is lining up perfectly for you as far as it comes to your money. Everything on your job, or if you've been looking for a job or leadership position, I'm telling everybody, listen, between May the 16th and May 25th, that's the perfect time, talking about growth and opportunity in every area you want to grow and get opportunities in. So we also have the 3, 4, and 2 of clubs. Source is saying you got the whole world in front of you. The whole world in front of you. 3 of wands came out twice. Source is saying to you, 4 of wands came out twice. 2 victories here. Like I said, 2 victories. Somebody's going to feel like 2 situations where the weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. Also, we have the 2 of wands. Source is saying, get ready to travel. Get ready to meet some new people. Life is changing. Life is changing for the better. So again, use this opportunity, this window of opportunity from May 16th through May 25th. And by the way, this reading is dated the 25th of May through the 25th of June. So it may go up on the 24th. So even if you're down to the last little wire, speak these things into existence and make it such a regular part of your practice that you memorize it and then create more, add to it, because you want to be the energy that you desire to attract. You start saying, I am the great I am, talking about God, the great I am the energy I desire to attract. So, and whatever that energy is, speak it into existence, because I see somebody being very, very wealthy. Here we have the 6 of cups, the Ace of cups, the Queen of cups, the High Priestess, the Star card, and also the Justice card. So it looks like this is what somebody's celebrating, justice in your favor. So whether you have a court date or not, this can also be moral justice, like, this represents a scale. So when I remove 2 energies in particular off of my scale, I don't feel the heaviness anymore. The energies could be, like I said, it could be in court situation, but it could also be coming to the realization that, you know what, I know exactly the spirit. I know exactly the spirit. For somebody, you may have married the same spirit twice. You could have befriended the same spirit twice. Because we're talking about the number 2, and so when you go back and watch Monday's video for the meaning of the number 22, but this number 25 reduces to 7. 2 plus 5 is 7, and so this reading is for the 25th. The number 7, when you think about the number 7, the shape of the number 7, the image of the number 7 has a horizontal line at the top symbolizing the world above, and then also or heaven, but it also with a diagonal line reaching below, signifying the bridging to the lower world. So it looks like, to some degree, a lightning bolt, right? This is the 16th card in tarot, but 16 reduces to 7. And so it's like somebody been hit by a lightning bolt. Like, wait a minute, why am I giving so much energy to things that's draining me and wearing me down when I have a higher view of the reason why people see me as a way in through a vault door? when they have their own key. Like, what's my motive for even giving this any more thought? Let me focus on asserting myself and taking action towards staying in my light. This is about action and assertion. This is attached to Mars. So at a higher frequency, you're like, I see it all. It all makes so much sense. Like God just hit you with a lightning bolt. Now all of a sudden you've come into this knowledge and this wisdom about it. So whenever you see the number 7 in any form, any string of numbers that reduces to 7, God is trying to make something make sense. It's like a lightning bolt hit you, like all of a sudden, ding, okay, now this makes sense to me. So that's why it's important to keep your water clear, because you want to see all the signs and wonders around you. So high priestess energy, somebody could be connected to a high priestess, but definitely you could have high priestess energy yourself. We also have the star card. There's a source that's saying people around you are trying to help you to stay hopeful, move forward, be in really good headspace. And again, you are the queen of compassion, but guess what? God is going to align people with you that's also very compassionate about your situation as well. So you all could be going through similar situations, but you're not trauma bonding. You're there to offer each other fresh water every time somebody gets drained. So no, here's some fresh water. Here's some encouragement, right? We also have the Ace of Cups and also the Six of Cups. See, no longer are you looking for... You used to be a person, this is about you operating in a spirit of faith. No longer are you looking for people's approval like you used to with two energies in particular. God is saying to you, you don't need their approval, because you understand, understand, and overstand that they always thought that you were the way in to a vault. It was your vault. But so now they're seeing the energy of money, just your innovative way of thinking, and how they don't understand all the energy you put out into the universe. People are attracted to you. They just want to just open up their wallets and give you the money. So here we have the Ace of Cups. Our source is saying to you, with 3 situations, it could be 2 plus 1, but some situations in your life, protect your water, protect your water, protect your water, because you have extra fresh water to give to people, and God wants to make sure you are not taken advantage of by people who will just drink up all your water and not even care if there's other people who need water around. They just want all of your compassion. It's like I said before, it's like having, like a narcissistic significant other, or a parent, or just being around narcissistic energy. They want so much of your energy, no matter if it's good, bad, no matter how they make you feel. So by the time you try to give any water to anybody else in your life, then you don't have any water to give. You're so drained and frustrated. It makes you look like you're not compassionate, that you're clingy, because you're clinging on for dear life because your water is drained, dealing with somebody's energy. So again, somebody has found their key to their vault and living your absolute best life. You're living your absolute best life. So like I said, when you sit down to meditate, write that program out. How do you want your life to look? We have the 3 of Spades, the 2 of Hearts, the Joker of Hearts, the 10 of Hearts. We also have the Ace of Clubs, and also the 3 of Hearts. So there's been a lot of deep disappointment in your past. There's been a lot of people talking about you, behind your back in your past. There's been a lot of hurt. But source is saying, I'm not only bringing you your soulmate, I'm also building your soul tribe. So again, there's some celebrations going on here. There's definitely some celebrations going on here, where somebody is just like celebrating their lives on the other side of something. So, we have like I said, the 3 of Cups. Somebody is just celebrating. That's you. You're the one that's celebrating, where you felt like a joker. You literally felt emotionally like the joke was on you, like you've been played. People have laughed at you, all sorts of things. And so then we have the 8 of Clubs and also the 3 of Clubs. And so somebody who has been disappointed long enough, heartbroken and disappointed long enough. That's why source is saying stay away from any negative thoughts about anything, because these energies absolutely wanted to convince everybody that you need to be locked up in some kind of insane asylum, because again, for them, you were a cash cow, but they were telling everybody the complete opposite about you, because what they were trying to do was isolate you, hoping that you would break under pressure and give them everything that they wanted. But guess what? You're like, I was saved by being in my light, my purpose. Congratulations and kudos to you all, for just being in your purpose and just honoring your gifts and talents, here on earth. But That's why you gotta. That's why no matter what the when people say, "Oh, it was a credible person that told me X, Y, and Z," I trust that person. If they say this such and such, I trust that. You better start asking God instead of saying I trust, because everybody has been on the receiving end of gossip. Everybody on the planet, and so everybody has been grossly misunderstood by some group of people. Whether it was at work, in laws, somebody's friends, whomever, and so hopefully coming out of this, your wisdom will be, okay, before I believe anything, no matter who's telling me this, I will go directly to source and ask source for clarity. Or if I feel like that's not the experience I've had with certain people, I will at least respect them enough not to do the same thing that other people have done, was talk about them and not necessarily go back to them with any gossip, but just say to them, I'm noticing some things, and give people an opportunity to give you their backstory. You never know what people have gone through as to why they are the way that they are. But in the meantime, you're still protecting your water. Anyway, here we have connect with earth. That's right. So when you're learning how to connect with the earth, you're saying, I'm getting rooted and grounded. I'm getting stable. My emotions, where's the card? This right here, Six of Swords. I've gotten on I came up out of my ocean deep of emotions about something that I was disappointed in. I've sailed on the dry land. That's right. Connect with the earth. I'm about to have a ball here on earth. I don't know how many days I have left here on earth. That's how you all are saying. It's like, I don't know how much longer I have left here on earth, but I'm about to live it up to the highest. My vault door is open, and I'm about to live my absolute best life. My absolute best life. Because again, people, that's why they're going through karma, because they really intended to hurt you. Yep, somebody tried to make you seem like you weren't good enough. But guess what? You realize without them, you are more than good enough. When you step back and looked at it from an objective point of view, in a practical sense, you're like, oh no, I certainly don't need those energies to validate me. So whatever story they spinning, hey, as long as they're not in my life. That's how somebody feels like, as long as they're not in my life. When I removed that, some of you all have lost whatever their weight was. That's how much weight you released from your life. So if they were 150 pounds each, you just lost 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just literally lost the size of a couple of human beings, or one, whatever the weight was, right? You just like, I just, whoever those two energies were, they're not in my life anymore. Here we have Maiden 22. Go back and watch the video that's dated the 22nd of May through the 22nd of June. So Maiden, demand what is yours and take back what was taken. Reclaim until you've gathered all of you. I'm trying to tell you, Cancers, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Reclaim until you've taken all of you. This color red right here is connected to the earth. That's what Source is trying to tell you. Have a ball here on earth. These people were going for blood. Oh, they were going to bleed you out, talking about, trying to make you look like you were crazy, all kinds of stuff. And so the very thing that they wanted through you, they're going to have to sit back and watch you become very wealthy after running your name through the mud like you were just a scum of the earth, Cancer. So congratulations in advance. And like I said before, this is not for ego's sake at all. Sources, and then by the way, the number 22 is number 4. So you got 4, you got all this green up here, the earth, and it's telling you connect with the earth. Source is saying to you, you found your key to the vault. So live it up here on earth. Make every single day count. That's what Source is trying to tell somebody. Make every day on this planet count. Inner child, that's who you're taking care of first, your inner child. Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Because these energies right here could have cared less. They did not care if your inner child was over in the corner, balled up in a fetal position crying. They could care less. They didn't care. They didn't care what traumas you had gone through just to get to where you are. They did not care. And so for you, you're saying, not that I don't care, but guess what? You're outside of my universe. What's going on in your life is of no concern of me. There's 22 again, reducing to the number 4. So I'm trying to tell you, you are in possession, Cancer, of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish because you are aligned. See, this right here, 1, 2, both sides of your scales. You align on both sides of your scale because you release 2 energies in your life in particular, and everybody that's like that in the same spirits, the same types of spirit, you release those energies for good. Congratulations to you all. Congratulations. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. This looks like it's been a long journey, for somebody of getting there. And so, again, that's where the wealth is going to come from, because you're remembering that you really are a sweetheart without these energies. Some people will keep their exes in their lives, and then, all this contamination going on in your space. They don't care how you feel as long as they feel spiritually fed. They don't care. They will let their family talk to you any kind of way, mistreat you, and act like they didn't hear or see anything. They'll try to gaslight you. You're like, you know what? I can do without all of that. I'm living my best life. Absolute. There we go. Affirmations for joy. I was created for a purpose. Didn't I say that in the beginning? That was the key to your vault right there. They got to find their purpose here on earth. Great things happen to me each day. These are things you can say to yourself. My very presence is a blessing. I believe in myself. Joy is a choice. Where's that card right here? You are good enough. They were hoping that everything they said to you, you drank that poison. You believe horrible things about yourselves, right? I believe in myself. A joy is a choice, and I choose joy. Greater is coming. I am enough. See? I'm telling you, it's all coming together. You are good enough, and I am enough. Go back and watch Sunday's video and watch Motivational Monday videos. Sunday videos has the question for this first quarter moon in Virgo. It's going to remind you, you are better off without these energies using you up, trying to drain you. And these are people that you love. These are people that you love. It could be somebody you were married to, somebody that is in your family. It could be, whoever it is. Their whole concept of money is they don't even get it. They don't even get it. All they want is the almighty, whatever the currency is in your country. Because I know I have a lot of soul tribes all around the world. Whatever the currency, all they want is just what they can get their greedy little hands on. But for you, you know that it's deeply rooted in nurturing other human beings, genuinely caring about, how to nurture people. All you had to figure out how to do is to stop over nurturing, especially these energies. So that's what I have for you. And so while they're going through the tower moment, you've already released it. And so now they have this great big awakening. All of a sudden, people want back in your graces, and you're like, nope. If they still have access to you, like, let's say whatever, let's say they still have access to you, you're like, yeah, thank you, but no thank you. If they don't have access to you, they having a fit. How can I get close to Cancer? But they can't. They on the outside. They have to hear the party going on behind the vault door, and you out there living it up, disco ball and everything, and you're living your life. Somebody's in the middle of a pool on a float, just spinning around in circles with heart glasses on. Somebody got on heart sunglasses with a I don't know if it's a man or woman, it could be a man or woman. They got on heart sunglasses. I can see things in the spirit realm. They got on heart sunglasses, and they sitting in the middle of the pool, just spinning around in a circle, loving life, just getting all the elements, just in your element, right? That's what I have for you. Keep living your best lives, Cancer, and I'll see you all on Freedom Friday. Bye.